Of course, we had to kick off the video with a quote straight from the future king of the pirates. "You're a god? Cool. You're still getting punched. For Monkey D. Luffy, the concept of divinity doesn't matter. If someone messes with his friends, they're in for a bad time." Good evening, my friends. On this Easter weekend, as we celebrate the resurrection of Jesus, and with the clock striking 10 p.m., it's time for the first part of our weekly news segment, What's New with the News. As you've probably guessed, we're diving into the worlds of anime and manga. When it comes to anime, we've got a luxury podium this week with 3 hit titles, one of which is One Piece, the king of shonen anime. On top of that, there were some juicy reveals at the Anime Japan 2025 event, which we'll be covering, along with new titles already announced for 2026. As for manga, we've got the return of a series from Shueisha after a health-related hiatus from the author. We'll also be talking about a few brand new stories and wrapping up with a title that's finally getting an official English release, an anime that brought a lot of joy to our childhood and teen years. Buckle up and watch till the end. And hey, YouTube, what about you? Are you enjoying the new shows and sequels that dropped this season? Titles like Lazarus and Fire Force Season 3 are just a few of the highlights. While you think about your favorites, go ahead and hit play on the video. Let's start with a title already looking towards next year. Cyber Agent announced an anime adaptation of the manga Osana Najimi to WA Lovecom ni Naranai, set to premiere in 2026 with animation by Tezuka Productions. A teaser promotional video featuring live-action images and a teaser visual was also released. The story follows AU, a high school student torn between romantic feelings and desires for his childhood friends, Shio and Akari. Continuing with a title where the music will be excellent, considering the composer, the anime The Dinner Table Detective, based on Tokuya Higashigawa's novels, will have 12 episodes split into 4 Blu-ray volumes. Kento Nakajima performs the opening theme, Montage, composed by Hiroyuki Sawano. The story follows Reiko Hosho, a young detective and heir to a business empire, investigating complex cases with the help of her sarcastic butler, Kageyama. Now, the first sequel of the day. A new promotional video for the second season of Grand Blue Dreaming, based on the manga by Kenji Inoue and Kimitake Yoshioka, was released. The ending theme will be Hadaka de Dotsukiai Feet. Main, performed by Samo. Studio Zero G returns to production, now with the support of Studio Liber. Much of the original team, including director Shinji Takamatsu, is back for this new season. Another title from a studio known for successful anime, the light novel Agents of the Four Seasons by Kana Akatsuki will receive an anime adaptation produced by W-Wit Studio and directed by Ken Yamamoto. A teaser and a spring-themed visual were released. The story centers around Hinagaku, the Agent of Spring, who returns after 10 years to restore the seasonal cycle. The narrative combines fantasy, romance, and a deep connection between the seasons, inspired by an ancient myth. Another sequel, this time from a successful romantic comedy. The second season of The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten received a new promotional video featuring Mahiru's voice in a more provocative tone and a new visual. The first season premiered in January 2023, aired on Tokyo MX, BSNTV, ATX, and Crunchyroll. The story follows Amane, a lonely student, and Mahiru, the most beautiful girl in school who lives next door. halfway through the segment, a light novel adaptation. During the Anime Japan 2025 panel, the first promotional video for Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus, adapted from the university student arc of the Seishun Butayaro series, was revealed. The video confirms new cast members, highlights the opening theme Snowdrop by Cotton Candy, and announces the TV premiere for July. Reina Ueda will voice Miniskirt Santa. The original team, including Cloverworks and director Shuichi Masui, returns for this new phase.
サンタはクリスマス以外に働いたらダメでしょ。
Of course, we couldn't miss some short stories. During the Anime Japan 2025 panel, a new teaser for Lycoris Recoil, Friends Are Thieves of Time, was revealed, consisting of 6 short films centered on the daily lives of the characters from Cafe Lyco Reco. The series premiered on April 16th, already aired, on Aniplex's official YouTube channel, with a new episode every Wednesday. The original series premiered in 2022, directed by Shingo Adachi, with animation by A1 Pictures.
Friends are Thieves of Time! まもなく開店です!
This title is going to be a summer hit, with Netflix's seal. At Anime Japan 2025, the full trailer for the anime The Summer Hikaru Died, based on Mokumokuren's manga, was revealed, along with 3 new cast members. The ending theme will be Anata wa Kaibutsu, performed by Tubo. The premiere is set for summer on NTV, with an exclusive worldwide release on Netflix. The production is handled by Saigam's Pictures, directed by Ryohei Takeshita, and character designs are by Yuichi Takahashi.
たとえ俺の何かが壊れても。
Before the podium, we couldn't miss some fights between young delinquents. At the Anime Japan 2025 5th anniversary panel for Tokyo Revengers, the new arc titled Tokyo Revengers Santen Senso Hen, War of the Three Titans, was announced. A new visual and updated cast were also revealed. Maki Kodaira takes over as director at Leiden Films, replacing Koichi Hatsumi, who now collaborates on the scripts. The technical team features several changes, including new designers and a new director of photography, but some key members from previous seasons remain.
俺がヒナを救うんだ。絶対負けねえ。
In third place today, we have the sequel to one of last year's best anime. At the Anime Japan 2025 event, a new teaser for the second season of Kaiju No.8 was revealed, with a premiere scheduled for July 2025 and streaming via Crunchyroll. Koki Uchiyama joins the cast as Gen Harumi. The first season, with 12 episodes, premiered in April 2024 and was streamed worldwide, including on X, formerly Twitter. The production is handled by Production IG, with kaiju designs by Studio Kara.
もう真にも僕は君に求めない。要求は一つだ。
With the silver medal this week, we have the return of the most famous twins in the anime universe. During the Anime Japan 2025 event, a new video and visual focused on Aqua for the third season of Oshi no Ko were revealed, with a premiere scheduled for 2026. The second season, which premiered in July 2024, focused on a 2.5D play titled Tokyo Blade. The first season, released in April 2023, was a huge success, becoming High Dive's most popular series ever.
ことを続ける必要は。
And in first place, with the gold medal, we have the MVP and King of Shonen Anime. The official One Piece website revealed a new video highlighting the second part of the Egghead Arc, which will start airing on April 5th, 2025, with episode 1123. The new opening theme, titled Tenshi to Akuma, Angels and Demons, will be performed by GRE4N Boy Z. Crunchyroll will stream the first 2 episodes of Part 2. Subaru Kimura will be the new voice of Frankie.
帰ってきたぞー！
エッグヘッ
Let's start with a story that is coming to an end. The May issue of Kodansha's Be Love magazine published the final chapter of Kanata Konami's Su to Tai-chan, Su and Tai-chan manga. The 7th and final compiled volume will be released in Japan on May 13th. The story follows Su, an aging cat who wanted a peaceful life, until the mischievous Tai-chan appears, changing her plans. The manga launched in January 2017, and the 6th volume was released in November 2023. How about a love story between a human and a ghost? The 139th issue of Kadokawa's Dengeki Daioji revealed that Taro Yuri's Boy Meets Shinrei Girl, Boy Meets Spirit Girl manga will end in the next issue on April 28th. The story follows Mizushima, a live streamer who can see spirits, and his interaction with a charismatic spirit named Morning Clothes. When this spirit disappears, Mizushima is approached by a spirit named Goldfish, who proposes they become spirit livestream influencers together. Another regular presence from a well-known publisher. The 18th issue of Shonen Champion magazine announced that Kotoba Inoya will launch a new manga titled Sonata wa Itai der Nanda, Who Might You Be, debuting in issue 24 on May 15. The story is described as a dramatic fantasy, where a hero loses his memory after defeating the Dark Lord and meets someone who claims to be part of his family. Another heavyweight in the industry makes its presence felt. Aya Tanaka will launch a manga adaptation of Kyo Asahina's light novels Shiro Tengu no Nyeyome, The White Tengu's Sacrificial Bride, on May 22nd on the Yawaraka Spirits platform. Set in the Meiji era, the story follows Shino Nakamura, a young girl tricked into becoming live bait for the fearsome Tengu creatures in the mountains, but the White Tengu saves her. The novels received 2 sequels in 2024. A title returning after a long absence is always noteworthy. The Terraformers manga by Kenichi Tachibana and Yu Sasuga will go on another hiatus and return with the next chapter in summer 2025. The manga had resumed in April 2024 after a 4-year hiatus due to Sasuga's health issues. Before that, it had been on indefinite hiatus since December 2019. Tachibana also launched the Gigantes manga in 2021, which ended in July 2023. And finally, a story from our childhood makes its presence known. Shueisha announced that its Manga Plus service now offers all chapters of Yoichi Takahashi's Captain Tsubasa manga in English, free to read for 1 week. This is the first time the manga is receiving a solo English release, apart from the bilingual edition released in 2020. Captain Tsubasa was originally published between 1981 and 1988 and inspired several anime adaptations and films.
すごい
まとめていくぜパンチカイ
I'll use everything. People, emotions, even fame, if it helps me get revenge. Easy there, Aqua Hoshino. Looks like in the 3rd season, the final part of the story, it's your sister Ruby who's out for revenge this time. So, what did you all enjoy the most? In the anime world, we, finally, got the return of one of the most beautiful and complex stories ever created, One Piece. Plus the announcement of Oshi no Ko Season 3 and Kaiju No. 8 Season 2. And that's just the top 3. We also got news on the next season of Tokyo Revengers, the announcement of Season 2 for one of the best rom-coms in recent years, and of course, the title that's shaping up to be one of this summer's biggest surprises, The Summer Hikaru Died. Yup. It's as intense as it sounds. On the manga side, Terraformers is making a comeback after one of the creators recovered from health issues. We've got 3 brand new stories, and we're ending with Captain Tsubasa. The classic that inspired many of us to dream about becoming soccer stars. Drop a like on the video, share it with your friends and on your socials, and have a great Easter Sunday with your families. We'll be back tomorrow night with part 2. See you then, folks.